Alright, so we're doing a demo review of JBOEN. I said I was going to do a demo review for a while on certain players, but I think JBOEN is probably the best example because I actually haven't watched. Um, I've watched some of his demos and some of his games, but I haven't necessarily put a lot of emphasis or focus on it. I was trying to get a demo against a decent team. I got to get X Tenacity in the end because that's the only one my client could actually run because a lot of the other demos are older. I was trying to get one against Bestia because I think Bestia are decent competition, right? They have Thomason on that team. Thomason's very talented Argentinian player, so I was trying to get that one, but we get it against X10. If you don't know who X10 are, they're the 010 or X010, sorry. Z10 is basically like the head Namanha and Madden for a period, so I decided to do this one. These are his stats across the entire 2026 year, and in this series, they go on to lose it, but he does very well across the entire series. So I think I'm going to do the entire series. I think particularly in Overpass, he played very well. Or sorry, not Overpass, Inferno. 1.38, and then I think Dust 2 he also did very well, dropping 1.32. So we're gonna watch the series and see how it goes. This is my first time, so I'm probably gonna be bad at it. And probably be very awful with the launcher. I also have to watch the demo in 16:9, which I'm not used to. Most of the time I'm watching my demos in 4:3. Um, so we will see how it goes. I probably will review the entire demo. I don't know if I'm going to edit it up, if I end up editing certain sections that aren't interesting out. So it's a shorter video, um, more comfortable for a viewer to watch, right? Because I think it's a little rough if I'm watching the entire demo and it's not particularly easy to watch. So yeah, hold on. I'm just gonna lower the volume quick because this is too loud. So he shot the P250 in the start of the round. They have smoke flash. I'm kind of curious what they're gonna do with it. Looks like they're just holding for fountain aggression. They're letting him search. They hear the guy playground. Good crosshair placement. Good jiggle. I mean, just good, very calm when taking that fight, right? Doesn't look like he overpeaks. He's pre-firing him a bit because obviously he knows he's going to swing into him with a pistol. Very fast, right, movements. Now he's going to go con. Looks like he wants to clear con with his short player, right? Dies from long. It looks like they just completely gave up B in the early round, right? He's playing kind of solo. He needs to be a bit careful. Spot him. Opens the door, trying to bait out a reaction. Doesn't expect the second guy and dies. So I'm not going to lie, not really his fault on this round. Do they get the bomb plant? The bomb plant. So the things I like about JBOEN is mostly his opping. I think his opping is very good. He has a solid rifle, I would say. This is a pure eco. We're just going to fast forward this. He has a solid rifle, but his rifle isn't outstanding. It's not necessarily a part of his game that I rate extremely highly, is his rifle. It's not like it's bad, right? Like he has a good enough rifle that I think he's solid on it. Overpass is a map I haven't watched him play. The maps I've watched him play are mostly Mirage and Dust 2. So being able to watch Overpass is interesting because I'm curious how they get him activated on the CT side, particularly, right? Like how does he take the duels? What duels does he take? On T side, I imagine he's going to be more supportive, throwing utility, playing late rounds with rifles. Maybe they'll let him go for op peaks, or let him take duels. But we'll see. Again, they're playing another aggressive Fountains hold. One guy on B. I'm not going to lie, I was looking at the map during that, so I want to go back and see how he gets this kill. I mean, he just kind of crouches in. He's out in the open. Very clean spray, though. Are they expecting party? He's aware of party. He's now aware. Not aware now. Smoking. I don't know. He's playing trigger discipline. Good trade. Knows about the guy long. Kind of missed on the head there. Not an easy shot, to be honest. Bomb is dropped. They're aware of the second guy rotating. It looks like this guy is whatchamacallit. Widow is still taking his time. He's taking a very long time to react. His teammates. Here's him on long. Decent spray, gets him like down low. The guy, I think, I don't know how to be too critical of this because he's just low HP. It just comes down to like, does he hit the first bullets, right? Because here, it's like decent. He needs just one more bullet. The problem is he's just one shot, right? So, again, I think he did his job, getting the opener, then getting the trade on the guy who was kind of playing like a joker, right? His teammate didn't clear party or balloons. Does Widow win this? No. Close. NT. But that's what I mean about his rifle. I think he has a good rifle, especially like when allowed to trade frag and allowed to take duels. I don't think it's like necessarily the best part of his gameplay. I think his best part is by far the op, right? Because that's when he becomes more aggressive, more confident with the gun. Now he has the op, so I'm curious of what he does with the op on T side. I think this is gonna be the most interesting. So he's starting monster first round. I kind of got blocked by his teammate. Oh, they want to go for boost? Oh, so he can see. Okay. Saw nothing. Backs off. Picking up the bomb. Looks like they went for another aggressive fountain push, but this time they were holding connector until they got the pick on Donnie, I think. I think Donnie died from con. I'm not entirely sure. He's worried about shorts. Okay, they're letting him search short with the op. He's holding. Good reaction. I think something about him is he actually has very good reaction time on his shots. For the most part, even when he's caught off guard, it looks like he's able to make the adjustment or the flick on the player. So I think that's good. Is he just going to hold boost? Yeah, he's just holding boost during this. He's not watching short, but he has a guy con. Flash over. Guy is playing close sandbags. Smoke heaven. Let him boost. Okay. Smart way to get him activate. Doesn't know. At least to9s gets the trade, but I think the round is probably over. Yeah, round's over. Contact A. Walk through bathroom smoke. And they get mowed down. Gets blinded. Watching con. He's worried about short because they have no info. They're gonna walk long. Good awareness of the possible potential short push in the con, right? And just gets domed. Did he actually? I was looking at the map so hard there. I wasn't even paying attention. I mean, he hit the dink. I mean, that's not bad considering he had no armor, right? If he had armor, he probably kills him there. Okay, he has op again. What does he do with the op this round? So last time he went for short aggression. This round he's running through the molly. How fast is he gonna play? Aware of the short player, just sadly not ready enough, right? Like he was like still kind of in transition. I mean, it's a pretty good shot from Brett. Hold on. Boost. They even give him boost. Yeah, he was double zooming and moving. He just wasn't ready for the fight, really. Doesn't, like, he was, like, kind of ready, but he was, like, a second delayed, right, on the fight. Yeah, the parts that I like about JBOEN are mostly his mechanical parts. I think his mechanical elements are great. I think he's actually very good mechanically. I have to fucking... Sorry, Spec X-Ray is so annoying to watch demos because I don't... Even though I can look at the map, I don't want to see... they lose another round. Okay, they trade him guns. I like that. I think they should enable him. What's it called? 113. Looks like he's thinking. Looks like there were spam wars. I mean, that's the thing about Process. Process is ballsy, man. Process who was Process likes just like going for shit. If you've watched Process on Big, he's kind of a fun player. He's got balls is the best way to say it, right? Good spam. Does he walk out? No, he cancels and they're gonna go walk A. Also, he loves B-hopping. I was watching some of his clips from CSGO, right? I was curious. Not too bad. I mean, he gets a good trade on the guy who spam it or not. It's kind of a trade because, right, process goes through, process gets it killed, then he trades, then JBOEN trades the trader, right? So I think that's not too bad. So last time he went for short aggression. This time he went for long. Where is he going now? He's gonna walk through the smoke or ask for a boost? Ask for a boost. All right. They're past. They're in playground. I think they know it about playground, right? There are flashes. Good shot. He's escorting his teammates. His teammate hasn't fully cleared playground, so he's gonna have to do it. Okay, that's fine. He gets the kill on the long bathrooms guy. Round is over. Should say Breath Monster already has no money. Not too bad though. Like again, realizing that they're going for playground aggression, right? Hearing the steps or hearing the flashes. I don't know what really alerted him. It was probably the steps that alerted him, or sorry, the flashes that alerted him. But not too bad. So far, I'm seeing a lot of good awareness, right? Like he seems like he knows which gaps are open in the map, right? When they're not. He doesn't just like. He's aware of what timings could happen, right? Sometimes he's off on the timing slightly, but he seems at least aware, which is important to me, right? When I'm looking at a young player. They haven't cleared short. I don't think they walked into short. I think short, not clearing short on this round is completely fine. They get a kill. Still, he has bomb and he's on a long. He needs to be very careful because he's solo. His teammates are pausing, just holding. They're waiting for aggression. They think they're gonna make a play. They are. He sees a guy. Good shot. Don't walk long. Does he walk long? He is walking long. Yeah, JBOEN's pretty aggressive. He likes going for plays. I think I just spit. That's unlucky. Good angle, though. At least he's not playing too aggressive. He's just taking, like, small liberties. Oh, it might get timing, though. Huh? How did he miss this? Zoom. Oh, he missed him, like, barely. It's because he was trying to take his time with the shot, right? And then this one, he's swinging. The flick was good, but he just counter-strafed and kind of caught him. That's not lucky. A little unlucky, right? He did take his time to center the shot, and he took his time well. There's no way they fucking lose that round. What? Excuse me? They had bomb. But they get it so late, though. They should not be playing this scared. Bro, okay. So JBOEN kind of loses the round for them because he does go for that aggressive repeak. Again, I'm fine with repeaking as long as you hit the shot, right? Again, is it entirely JBOEN's fault? Kind of. Like, you shouldn't have gone for another shot. Like, you know where the guy is, you can just leave him be, right? But he's playing with that, like, win more mentality, or, like, I'm gonna get the kill and, like, win the round, right? It's kind of his fault. It's kind of his fault. Yeah, it's kind of his fault. Okay, so he was gonna go for early aggression on Fountain again, but he changed his mind. Are they gonna let him search short again? Goes for a boost. Sees nothing. Cancel. Holding flashes. Supporting util for monster because you're actually on short, right? They're actually just feigning pressure. I think he's gonna go search short again. He should drop bomb to his teammate though. He should go like if he's going to play aggressive short, he should go drop bomb. I don't think the AWPer should have the bomb. Hot take. Running to make him think. Molly barrels. Go drop the bomb. No, brother. You're playing solo short. Okay, well, they know it's clear. They're just gamble stacking right now. Oh, it's because they have flank. I think you should go up con. I think you just risk it. You just go up con. Yep. He listened to me. Look, guys. I controlled him. In game. Okay, good space taken from Donnie. I think Donnie's our IGL. It's Widow. Yeah, it's Donnie. This is a really aggressive repeat, but very good flick. Like, it's a very aggressive angle to play. But he knows there's probably one of them that are gonna come. He makes a lot of sound as well. I mean, it's a good flick. Hold on, I just want to watch it again. Sorry, I'm a child who needs to say the same thing multiple times in order to understand what I'm saying. Like, he steadies his crosshair before he flicks down, right? Yeah, that's pretty good. And then he's probably gonna die to the long player. Donnie's playing by himself. His teammate is playing by himself. So they're just having him on site. He's even aware of the long player. He just he quick switches. That's unlucky. Bomb's kind of playing for his teammate. He's aware. Kit. Oh. Donnie had no way to win that. He had 0 ways to win that. If he just stuck it. He had 0 ways. Anyway, not bad. Good shots, right? It just clears the one side of the map. It's a very important shot that he actually hits. I think they're just gonna run out short. They should be aware of Monster. Monster should be a possibility. Yeah, they even checked it. He's aware of it, or was aware of it. He's gonna plant, and he's gonna die. His teammate's not holding. Not holding short. He's gonna walk back short, die. Yeah, I kinda saw that coming. Didn't think he was that close, right? Because they just cleared it, is the logic, right? He saw his teammate Widow go clear it, he doesn't think he's that close, and he dies because of it. But they win the round, right? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, they win the round. Okay, so not a bad T-half in my opinion. Getting your AWPer activated on the T side is not too bad. He had like one bad moment where he repeats long and he dies, and that basically cost his team the round. But throughout this game, they've let him go for a lot of picks on T side. It looks like they give him some level of aggression and switch up his positioning quite a bit to get him enabled within the rounds. Sometimes he's being more supportive, like holding a line, like when he was playing connector, he's just holding the line for his player so he can throw a molly. Very common thing for AWPers to do on the tier 1 level. Okay, just backs out once he sees some crouch walking, knows they're playing probably contact. Jump spotting, dice. Sorry, I'm curious about pistols, because JBOEN is actually pretty good at pistols. He has a good deagle, good USP. I think his pistols are pretty good. Oh. Whiff. I like that he picks up the second gun. Could just press G and drop it, I think. If I'm being really critical... Hold on. JBOEN. If I'm being really critical, right, 3 bullets. Press G, you walk over the gun, you pick it up. I understand. It puts him in a worse position, though. Like, if I'm being really critical, but process cleans up, right? So, doesn't really matter in the end. It does put him in a worse position. So, actually, no, I'm fine with him pressing E. I press E on guns to pick them up for the most part because I like being accurate, but if you're being, like, super precise about crosshair placement, he's going for the aggressive fountain speak. He's aware of the boost. Should be aware of playground in a second. He's playing by himself. They know it's a B-pop, though. He's clearing con for himself. Somebody's just gonna go catch this guy in the back. Here's a move. He's going up. He knows where he is. Good job. Alright, get your force buys in, or your ecos, right? Your eeks. Looks like he has a big round coming up. So far, he hasn't had like a lot of multi-kill rounds. He's had a lot of rounds where he gets an important kill, but it's like not the most important. He's had a lot of effective flashes though, so he's been setting up his teammates pretty well. But I do think he adds a new style to FaZe, because he is a more aggressive player. He is a player who wants proactivity, where Brokey was more of that passive style AWPer that gets more aggressive in the round. Also, this is the eco round. I don't even know why I was hyping this. I was like glazing him. Resmoke fountain, that's fine. Wants to continue to play party. He's playing by kind of by himself, right? Donnie is close. Good kill. Good tracking. Good jump in. Reload. Okay. He's gonna go peek long. Thinks long is open. Good mental map. Saw the guy jump spotting. Was gonna toss HE, change his mind. Good crosshair placement for the headshot. Flash. Nice. Not bad. He understands to not throw utility there. I think that's important, right? Like, if he throws utility there, he might just die while trying to throw it. So, once he sees the guy spot him, he's like, okay, or like peeking aggressively. He stops. He just pulls out his gun, right? Which I think is important. Flash for Fountain. Probably get his teammate Donnie out. But so far, what I'm seeing on overpass is pretty good. They're gonna call for a late boost. Yep, late boost. Oh, brother. He's like, you boost. Okay. He's right under him. He doesn't know. Okay, well, they hear the boost now. They know there's two. Here's him rotate off. Sorry, there's not a lot of action happening here, but I'm kind of curious how they make rotates. They boost sign. I don't mind this. Like, they're getting, like, you're 5, right? You're not in a good position. You have to gamble stack. They're just going to gamble stack. Is this guy going to watch long for them? He is watching long. Nice. They're going to double swing. Nice job. Yeah, I mean, you're just not in a position, right? Like, sadly, they just read it wrong. They went B. Here's what it is. Safe. Smart move. I think the fact that they're still going for things within the mid-round, despite having numbers advantage, is important. I think you do need to just go for a gimmick play. This time he has the op out. What does he do with the op is the question, right? He's been throwing a lot of the default, like, okay, this time he goes long. What's he doing long? He's just holding the line, waiting for aggressive long play. Okay, backs off once he loses his teammate. Smokes divider. Bonnie is still waiting. Takes a shot. Hold on, I didn't actually see it because I zoomed or sped up. Is he blind on the shot? He's blind on the shot. It's not really his fault. Good molly though. They hear him though, but they know they have long. He's gonna die. Donnie is not even considering that long is open. He's dead. He's dead as fuck. Yeah, he considers it now. It's too late though. JBOEN is gonna come up. He's gonna look for the pick, but I think he knows it's kind of doomed. I like this from him. He's kind of like, he's ignoring bank for a second because he doesn't think he's gonna like play from bank. It's a save. There's nothing he can really do. It's not really his fault. Spot's short. Just walks out. Yeah, it's not really his fault. I mean, there's just nothing he can really do this round, right? Like, they lose a guy on B. They call him over to B. He plays B. Donnie thinks he has the site, right? Because he killed one, and then he dies from long, right? This time he was just playing long, right? Goes long again. It looks like this has to be prep or something because he keeps going long. But maybe he likes to naturally play long. I actually haven't watched a lot of his overpass demos, so maybe this is something he normally does. But this time they're doing 0-3-2, right? They're doing 3 con, 2 monster short. Checks long again, but hasn't seen anybody long, so he knows they're not there. Decent reaction time, but does not connect. I don't like the fact that he shoots on the second one. I think this is bad. So, I think this, fine, whatever. Don't shoot again. He goes for the wallbang. It's because he has his rifler there, but the problem is he can't trade his rifler, right? Or he can't, like, trade his rifler if he dies, right? Because he's, like, unable to shoot for a second. Because he has to chamber another shot, right? Good smoke in the bathrooms. Jump spot. Smart. Yeah, so far, like, pretty fine. Again, JBOEN is somebody who does like to take risk. He does like to take some level of aggression. He seems disciplined. More disciplined than I would expect from a player this young. Because he does, like, understand, like... It seems like he does have tendencies where he will over-peak or get over-aggressive or do something he shouldn't, right? But so far, I haven't been, like, seeing it so often that it's, like, terrible, right? I have to alt-tab again. Sorry, alt-tabbing actually pissing me off. They're setting him up with boost. He spots boost, sees nothing, hasn't seen the mount fountain, so he knows, like, they're probably not out, right? Now he's expecting long. This is fine. They're playing double long bathrooms, or they're gonna play double bathrooms? They're playing double bathrooms. Nobody's playing anti, though, so they need to be a bit careful. Now they're playing anti. Good. They're playing double monster setup. They might get walked on short. I'm expecting them to die B, because it looks like it's heavy B. They haven't rotated. They're getting aggressive in the mid-round. I think he should rotate now. Yeah, good timing. They get the kill on the long guy. Is he gonna be ready for shorts? Doesn't double zoom there. And sadly, both his teammates are dead. And he has to save. Is it his fault? Kind of. The shot's on him, it's just a counter strafe. I think the counter strafe just fucked it, right? He must have, like, flubbed his counter strafe, right? Because the crosshair is on him. The crosshair is on him, but it's just a counter strafe, right? He wasn't accurate. But I mean, that's what I mean about his flicking, though. I think he has very good flicking when I watch his upping. Right? It doesn't seem like he misses a lot of shots when he has to, like, flick to them. The reason he missed that shot was not because of the flick. It was because of his... At least they're taking guns away. It wasn't because of the flick. It was because of his counter strafe, right? His counter strafe was just a little off. But the shot was on target. Aggressive party play because he hasn't done it. Didn't tag the guy. What's really close, that shot? Sorry, this is the only way I know how to do it. Crosshair placement's good. It's holding for the thing. He's just like half a second. Not even half a second. It's like 0.101 milliseconds off. It's like very... Should be aware of like fast long. Okay, he was. It's very risky. He doesn't want to get stuck in a long bathroom, so he plays aggressive. Oh, that's unlucky, the timing. He gets off the line as soon as they flash it. I think he would have been blinded, but he's aware. They are playing double short. They're leaving so many gaps open because they're playing double A or triple A every round. This guy's already out monster. He's aware of it. Then like, yeah, it's not great. Also, Process is the short player, which I thought he was. They're playing double bathrooms. We're playing double bathrooms. Okay, he's holding divider. Did he miss that shot? He swings past him pretty fast. I mean, good movement by him. Good molly. Burning, 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 burning. I mean, this should set up his teammate. He's pulling out Deagle because he's close range. I would like it if my AWPer doesn't. Some people, I don't know. Maybe it's a Danish thing. Is it a Danish thing? Because Device Hat also had this problem where he trusts into sidearm a lot, and even Stown is doing it in Nip, where they pull out Deagle when they're not confident about their up, right? Like when it's close range, they really trust their sidearm a lot. Which, by the way, is like completely fine to do if you're an AWPer. But in my opinion, I would prefer if you were more confident in your op, because the op is a one-shot kill weapon, right? It's a one-shot kill weapon. You should probably try and use it as, like, you should probably try and use it more than the Deagle. I understand the Deagle might feel more comfortable, right? Because you're not zoomed in. So it's easier to track a running target, right? Where the op, it's not very easy, right? So maybe he just doesn't like combat opping as much. Not that I don't think he can do it. I definitely think he can do it. I have to alt-tab again. Fuck me. But good molly and good walk into bathrooms, right? He knows his teammate has it. His teammate smoked off, but the guy got mollied, right? Loves his movement tech. Okay, he's on the line. He has 2 flashes. How does he set up his teammate? Okay, good flash. Flash. Blinds the people holding him. His teammates just didn't push off the flash. I understand they're waiting for spacing. Probably should have held the flash if I'm being real. Like, they're throwing all this util. If he held the flashes for just a bit longer until his teammates got a bit closer, I think it would have been better. Maybe he expected them to go, right? That's unlucky. How does he die? There's a guy behind. Dead. They're getting worked on all the time, man. They are leaving so many gaps open in the map, and Donnie doesn't even live. Unlucky. Okay, it goes along again. So how many times has it been long? It's been long like 3 or 4 times. He's gone for aggressive fountain pick. He's gone for... He hasn't done anything on B. No short aggression. Maybe they don't have it in the playbook. Again, they're an academy squad. Some academy squads don't have things like very aggressive like play. Like for instance, some teams, depending on where they are at their stage of development and like the players they have. Oh, loud drop. It's fine. Depending on where the team is, some teams won't have, like, for instance, the AWPer won't go down secret, for example. I think Dagster mentioned that in one of his talk with Thorns, right? I mean, he's playing ballsy. I like this play. I feel like you have to go for something more aggressive than ballsy. He's just searching for the pick because he knows he needs something back. Yeah, bomb. I don't like that. He's should he have smoked it? No, because you had bomb. I don't know if he knew he had bomb. Does he know he has bomb? Maybe he didn't see it on the radar. Maybe he didn't see it on the radar. Probably didn't see it on the radar is my assumption. But the round's kind of over. Again, too many gaps. Like, I don't think he's really to be blamed because when they have come to his site, he has done his job fairly well. Yes, he's missed some shots, but they're not easy shots to hit, right? They're very difficult shots. Gets owned. So I'm not gonna lie. I don't think this this map is on him. I think for the most part he had a lot of impact, especially on T side. I think T side in terms of the aggressive plays he wanted to go for, I think they worked out for the most part. I think on the aggressive plays he went for, they worked out. On the trading with rifle, he was good. Decision making was overall fine, despite the one long peek where he re-peeks and when he shouldn't re-peek. I understand he has op from that range, so he thinks I'm gonna win. It's fine. It's just you didn't have much time left on the clock. You should probably go play with your team. But this time looks like he dropped dually smoke flash for his team. Good guy. Looks like he switched his crosshair. He loves switching his crosshair. I have no idea why. Just loves it. Maybe it's map dependent. I don't know. Oh, rough movement. At least he holds. Cancels. Realizes they're faking, right? They lost process early. He's getting aggressive. You're a little disconnected. Yeah, here's the smoke. He's trying to catch a timing. Good shot. Tags him. His teammate is solo, though. He's holding HE. Does he do damage for that? Did he hit Avian or no? Okay, he tagged Avian, and then... No, he didn't tag him. Teammate's taking a fight. Banana, they know it's 3v2 on the site. He's going to look for this pick in middle, 100%. Yeah, he wants this guy in middle. Heard them jump Maxi. He's hunting for him, which I don't mind that he's hunting for him. That's good. Knows he can't take an actual, like, he's just trying to hold him and let them play the 2v2. Which I don't mind, because he doesn't have armor, right? He can't actually win this duel. Plays wider. Good shot. Sadly, round is over, right? There's just nothing he can do. He's just playing for exit. He gets wide swing and dies, or just Centaur speaks. Not really his fault. Again, I feel like it's hard to say there because I feel like he did disconnect himself from the site quite a bit because he was trying to go for the aggressive play before they execute. So I don't blame him too much, but I also don't think like he's necessarily completely in the right. He has HE. Could you have played short with the HE? Yeah. Like, in my opinion, you spotted long. You know they're not there. You have a teammate that's like, it's 4v5. You have a teammate. He can come hold your long later in the round. I think, if I'm being really critical, you should have played on site. You have the HE. You use the HE when you hear them pop short, right? You HE them. You slow them down. That's just my opinion. Okay, so is he the one throwing the smokes? Yes, he is. This is halfway banana smoke. Pretty sure. Here, we can even check. Or not. Which one is your bone? Thank you. Hold on, I'm trying to... Yeah, it's... Or, no, it's bottom banana. Never mind. Jesus, I don't know my smokes. I have the right read, though. He's gonna go long. I don't mind this. You're trying to bait for your teammate, right? You know the smoke is fading. I think he should re-smoke back or apps in like 10 seconds. At like 45 seconds, drop it. The reason they're not trying to smoke is because they're trying to like bait them into the site, is the logic. I think not throwing the smoke has to be you're trying to bait them into the site, which is good, right? Like if you're trying to bait them into the stack, that's smart. His teammate's taking contact on box, dies. Jumps out. He's blind. He needs to peek. He's trying to play Joker, but like they knew he was there, right? Like if we go to Dragon's POV, looks like he was very aware he was here. They saw him duck his head. Yeah, but they were aware he was here. I think he has to play more aggressive there. I think he's baiting a little too hard. They're trying to act like he's a Joker, right? But chances that the AWPer is not on A site is very unlikely. Because why would it be the AWPer, right? They just killed Donnie as well, right? Donnie's their IGL, I'm pretty sure. Donnie, I think, is their rotator. The rotator would be more likely to be on B than their AWPer, right? And then on top of that, his head gets spotted, right? So they pop B, nothing you can really do. They have like low by, spamming with 5-7, reload, blind. It's looking kind of doable. It's 4v3 at 5-7. Ooh, takes some molly. How the fuck did Donnie get to? I kind of want to go back. Good shot. I mean, he's not looking, right? But just clean crosshair placement when he walks out of the smoke, right? Sorry, I'm glazing. I have to glaze a little bit. But you see his crosshair placement? It's pretty good, right? He's aiming a little low, but right spot. How the fuck does Donnie get to, though? Let's see this. Here's the reload. Walks through. Good on the first shot. Second shot is just body spam, right? Because he's reloading. So he talks. Oh, this is unfortunate. He's trying to play active because he doesn't want to play passive, right? Because if he plays passive, he's probably going to get cleared. Here's him. I don't mind that he's playing. He's trying to play this like aggressive off angle. You have 5-7 though. Yeah, spotted. Yeah, it's over. Tuck second. No. Go tuck second. Go tuck second. He had time. I think the guy wouldn't have expected him second. How the fuck does his teammate die though? What does Widow do? But you have they hurt him. And JBOEN knows he's not pushing. Why does he push? Why are you pushing them, my man? Just wait. Like, he has to full clear your teammate and make so much sound, and your teammate's like jiggle spotting, right? I don't think that's JBOEN's fault. Yeah, I have to defend him. I have to defend my JBOEner. The JBOEners in chat are going crazy because I'm defending him. But I have to defend him, right? In that case. Because I don't think it's... That's kind of on Widow. That's bomb banana smoke. I now know. It looks like they drop him. They like playing 2 smokes on A, which is fine. Donnie drops his util, rotates back. Still holding. Gets smoked off, falls on to Moto. Probably gonna... No. Playing Moto still. Go short now. They smoke, so he's going short. Is he just gonna play in pit? It's making a lot of sound, but they maybe think they're not close apps, right? Is he gonna let him search, or is he gonna throw a flash? What is he holding? Playing tall box. Okay, this is fine. I'm fine with this setup. It's like not. No. Play cluster site. No. Play cluster site. No, I don't. 9. This is not good. I don't agree with this. Unless your teammate is rotating. Okay, your teammate's rotating. It's fine. And so he can try and help out. Again, they're biting on, like, absolutely no info. Good shot. Owns the AWPer. Molly apps. Good reaction. I don't like that. His teammate is Molly out. I mean, that shot is very good. And then this one drops Molly. See, the flick is good, right? It's like not a massive flick, but it's just it's like a small flick, but it's good. He was ready for the guy. Here's a tick, and he's like ready to take the fight. Jump spotting. It's pretty interesting. Not bad though. Inferno is not like a super op-friendly map to begin with. So if you're able to have a lot of impact, like one AWPer I've been watching on this map who I think is rather good. Is Fenomen. Fenomen on Inox Division. He was on Cyberstroke before, but he's benched. I think benched from Cyberstroke. because of visa issues. He has like a lot of visa issues, but that guy is a statistical monster in terms of what he does. Like he's a 1.30 AWPer consistently. Very good. Like I mean, good double zoom, right? Very aware. Mollies to like deny or delay, right? But that guy is a statistical monster, and when I watch him, the thing I really like about him on this map is he does seem to get aggressive, right? He understands when he can go for like short aggression or short pushes, calls for hall setups. Sometimes they let him go B and play like on Hobbit, right? And like hold the line, like for half wall and barrels, right? And he's able to make the adjustment in case they're boosting on barrels or boosting half wall, right? So I think Fenomen is a player from tier 2 that I like watching. Interesting. What happens? Okay, he thought he was more hidden. He wasn't. Okay. JBOEN just thought he was more hidden. He definitely thought he was more hidden. Big dick process. Alright. So far, he's been playing a lot of passive angles, right? He hasn't had a lot of moments where he can be aggressive. He's kind of like letting them come into him. I think something that, like, I'm going to keep mentioning him, Fenomen does very well within the tier 2 realm is that Fenomen understands when he can go for aggression within the mid round. Sorry. Fenomen understands when he can go for aggression in the mid round. Good timing on the molly. Because you just killed them. Again, they're against Eco, so I'm just going to speed this up. It's not really interesting round to talk about. But aggression within the mid round is really important. Also, calling for aggressive openers sometimes is important. Because most of the time, Fenomen is playing a relatively passive style. He's playing Moto a lot. Occasionally playing on short, right? Playing this spot when he has apps smoked, right? Playing this spot by Cold Zera. Are they letting him go for an aggressive pick? Oh, they're calling for a boost. Okay, I like this. Good job. I mean, so far he's gotten the opener a few times when they've been trying to play aggressive on him. So I like that. Falls back, plays library, right, with his teammate. HE to break. Oh, he's setting up his teammate. Oh, that's good. That's very good. Good molly, because they expect short aggression, right? His teammate's a little past it, but that's on purpose, right? So he did call for an aggressive play, right? It's 8 rounds in. He does call for an aggressive play. Drop him Tech 9, smoke half wall, or not half wall, bottom banana. He's playing a lot of the same lines. This time he gets smoked off and he falls off. That's fine. He's gonna play library. Okay, that's fine. So it looks like he likes to play this long section a lot. He likes to play like Moto, long. Occasionally goes for boost on like short. Like likes to play somewhat aggressive within middle. Okay, they're calling for the rotate, right? He was considering maybe it's a fake. It's not. Good awareness that the guy might walk out of the smoke. Is he gonna go for spam? HE. Good. But yeah, he seems like very aware that this guy is gonna walk out of the smoke. He's holding his crosshair here. I don't mind that he pulls the secondary and just goes for spam. But a more experienced AWPer would probably hold HE because what they already killed the lurk. If they lose this round, this is gonna be criminal. Okay, they don't. Good. I think somebody like Monacy would not pull their Tech 9 and go for spam. They would pull the HE instantly once they kill the lurk, and then probably like be ready for the planter, right? Because obviously they have to go for a plant. They don't have much map control. They're man down, right? So you have to go for it. What does he do this time? He's thinking. I think he's reacting based off the info they gave. He's considering going long, changes his mind once his teammate says like he needs help. Are they gonna let him play the short angle? They're letting him get aggressive on short. I don't mind this angle. Does he go for more is the question, right? Like, when does he decide to go for more? Smoke apps. I think if you're willing to smoke apps, you should be playing the spot. You should drop his smoke for his teammate, though. Like, oh, his teammate's rotating off. They're just full gambling. They have no info. I'm assuming there's an aggressive mid-round play. Yeah, this is. He's playing by himself. He should smoke. He should smoke. He should smoke. He's not. He's really trying to punish his, like, walk through halls. gonna peek. He should probably hold it for a second before he goes for that peek. Good job, though. Very good reaction. Oh. He was gonna jump up. There's mine. Good awareness. So far, I mean, he's just held off this B site or A site completely by himself, right? Hold on. I just want to go a little further back. So here, good flash to delay, right? Here, I think he should just insta-smoke, right? I think he should insta-smoke once he realizes, okay, I'm by myself, I'm a little late. And then I think he should have held it for like half a second longer before peeking, right? However, he doesn't. He goes for the peek, and that's fine. And then he's holding it. He thinks, okay, nobody's here. Here's the guy's step. Was going to go for the tall box peek, right, on top of the tall box. He's walking out, sees the molly fly, looking for the guy while he's getting his gun out again. And he gets a kill, right? I don't think the guy even had his gun out, if I had to guess, right? But yeah, he holds off this site by playing aggressive on short, right? He doesn't just let them, like, execute into him, which I think is fine. I think that's good, right? Like, when you're by yourself, you have to play more aggressive. And, like, try and, like, stall them. So far, I think he's done a very good job of understanding when to get aggressive within the mid-round. He's dropping 2 M4s in spawn. Interesting. Maybe it's for him, like, when they have to retake. They call for another boost. I haven't seen anything on halls. I haven't seen anything on B. He is fast. I will give him that, right? I think he is very fast when he is forced to hit flex, right? But he doesn't see this guy for very long. And just, I mean, it's a very good flick. So he falls back. He's actually going to be this time. They're letting him rotate early. It's going to be. Is he just escorting them in? I'm assuming. Holding the line. Okay. He got 1 kill. Is he going to pull flash? Pull flash? No. Okay. I don't agree with that. In my opinion, if you're the AWPer, just sort of support a flash. I think it's probably better. Like, don't try and get involved there. Try and just set up your teammates, your 2 riflers who are playing like Hobbit/Sandbags to win harder, right? Because you don't need to get involved. This time they're going for a hall setup. Okay, so they're going with it in the last round of the half, and it looks like it's going to work out based off the kill feed. Good shots. He's continuing to hold it. He backs off, right? He doesn't think they're going to continue. Pushing through middle. Knows they don't have bomb. Good go. Because once he spots a guy, he knows they don't have bomb, right? So, very good CT half. He did a lot of good work in that round, right? So, they go for 4B. They have one guy in middle just lurking, right? Smoke on coffins, jump up. Good movement. But he got blinded, so he backs off. Molly. Okay. Oh, no. I'm not a fan of what he did because he has Glock. He doesn't have a reason to give up that peek. That's if I'm being really critical. I understand. I've already said multiple times that JBOEN likes playing aggressive. He likes getting into the action, right? Doesn't like sitting still a lot. Double HE car. He actually takes a Mac 10, which some teams give their AWPers the Mac 10. Some teams give their riflers the Mac 10s, and then they give them the like good gun. They give them like the AK or the Glil, right? But he's actually playing with Mac 10. Bit interesting. I think it's better if the riflers take the Mac 10, especially aggressive riflers, but that's just an opinion. But I'm kind of curious what he does on T-side. I think T-side AWPing is very difficult. I think it's one of the more difficult ones to do. That's the half-wall smoke. So it puts out the molly. Oh, he wants a gun. Can he grab it? Press E. Okay, well now he can't. The gun's blown up. He's gonna tuck in the pool. That's fine. They have process on. I feel like you should know. Okay, you know both now. Good aggression. No. JBOEN. I think his crosshair was actually on the guy. Okay, if I'm being like actually honest, I don't think JBOEN actually messed up here. I think his crosshair was on him. Crosshair was on him. It's just running an accuracy. Like Tech 9 running an accuracy is sometimes a mess. That's on the Tech 9. That's not on JBOEN. That's not on JBOEN. That's not on JBOEN. He should actually have that kill. That's not on him. I'm not even willing to like blame him. He's playing default. He's just playing ramp, right? They smoke deep. Looks like they're going aggressive. Throws a supportive flash to help his mid player. Honestly, good. Is this guy blind? The Brett monster? The Brett monster. He's not that. It's not like that, bro. Just curious about the supporting flash. Like, actually, how well does it blind him? I think it should blind him, but probably not by much. I mean, he did miss a shot, so it didn't really matter the flash in the end, but the flash did blind him pretty well. Still holding. Inferno is a bit of a boring map to watch AWPers on, especially on T side, because it's mostly supportive. Flash for his teammates. They can swing. They throw a Major flash. He drops the bomb to them. I think this is fine, so then he goes to secure site. Now he knows he has to go help his teammates because his teammates just died. B-hopping almost cost him there. Why did Widow leave? Fuck. Game's not over, homie. He's kind of going in between two angles. He's not in a very enviable spot, right? Good HE, they could kill. But they know where he is. He has to just hold this. Heard the flash. Ooh. Yeah, he's past the line. Very difficult situation he's in. He has to watch basically two angles at once. It's not very easy. They threw half wall smoke. Is he playing? Okay. So this is something that, like, I think Fenneman plays very similar to him on T-side, mostly because this is just what AWPers have to do on T-side. It's like, you're playing ramp majority of the rounds, you're not allowed to go for a lot of picks. Most of the time, you're throwing early supportive utility. That's lucky. I guess they wanted to take it dry. They didn't want to, like, throw the retake flash. And you're holding retake flash most of the time, and of course he gets spammed through car and dies. Alright, probably shouldn't be peeking that, if I'm being real, but he's trying to get the pick back, right? Like, he needs to, like, look for some aggression in the round, because the round's basically over. Kendo gets 3. Not really his fault on the early engagement. It looks like he was going to throw a retake flash, but they decide, nah, I'm going to take it dry. This T-side, he hasn't had an insane amount of impact. Not really his fault. This is just what T-side offers have. T-side opping is more about trading your teammates, throwing supportive utility, and playing late rounds. Some of these rounds are over before he even gets to really play, right? Either the riflers aren't... the riflers die before the round really even starts, or the round... he's not able to, like, even throw utility, right? Because the round is just kind of over. So far, I don't really blame... this is not really on JBOEN. This T side, right? Because he just hasn't had a lot of opportunity to get kills. And some of the late round situations, he's also put in late rounds that are just not easy, right? The one late round on B doesn't have a lot of opportunity to make that play, right? He's 2v1. Yeah, you could argue, well, Monacy would, but it's Monacy, right? Like, I'm not comparing him to Monacy because Monacy is a very unique player. He's a very special player. JBOEN is a very good player, and I think he's talented, but he's not Monacy. He's just going to trade his teammate here, right? I don't mind this double bait setup, right? Again, you have nobody on bomb site. He's going to go late, or he's going to wait for this guy to play. Good job. Tags him. Nice job. Alright, GG. That was a pretty decent Inferno game. I think on CT side, he did a majority of his work, which makes sense because it's CT side Inferno. It's not necessarily a super op-friendly map. It's a map where oppers need to be a bit more creative within the mid-round, right? The mid-round is like when you need to, like, know when you can push your limits, when you can play more passive, right? Because I think if you play completely passive, you're just going to get executed on and you're going to lose. So a lot of the shit has to come from the mid-round, right, when you decide to get aggressive. And I think he did that pretty well. He calls for some opening plays, it looks like, right? Hall's play on the last round. He called for a boost a few times, right? And because he has very fast reaction time, he can hit the shot or make the adjustment, make the flick, right? Dust 2, I think, is a map where he's going to get a lot more activity on T and CT side, so I'm kind of curious to see what he does with it, right? So he bought armor this round. He's not buying the utility. Looks like 2 of his teammates bought utility instead. Changed his crosshair again for this third one. Just feels like it, I guess. He's trying to cover his teammate while he walks into the site. I mean, he's doing his job, right? His teammates, like, clean up the round, but he did his job. You're just holding the line, you know, almost like an AWPer would. You're holding the line so your riflers can get more aggressive. Trying to deny. He's playing tucked, like full tuck. How many does he get? 1. Only 1. Rough. It's all good. I think I would have preferred it. I don't mind that he tries to take away guns. I know they have op, right? So if he can get the op in his hands, it's not too bad. Double flash. This time he's the one playing aggressive on long. Some teams don't have their oppers run long, right? Like some teams, unless they have the op to go for the long pick, they'll only have their opper throwing supportive utility because they want to keep them alive within the round. But yeah, just jiggle spotting. He needs to be a bit careful. He has M4. I think they're going to get aggressive on long. Double push long. I don't mind this. They're playing like a bit of a gambit trade, right? Process gets owned. He's still gambit trading. His teammate needs to get a kill. Oh, you shouldn't run. No. They only know about process or thing, but they kind of want to get the man advantage back. He's holding. He's not gonna be ready for catwalk. Yeah, he's dead from cat. He's dead from cat. And he missed. Yeah. Not ready for cat, which I don't blame him, right? It looks like a mid to be. Do their teammates win it though? He's holding long. Here's the guy long. Yeah, he's just not ready, right? I think he should play the gambit trade or commit to the gambit trade more. It's called a gambit trade. It's not really like that's just what it's referred to as because you're gambiting the fact that they're not going to clear the second guy, right? I think there he should probably commit to it harder, right? Like bait his teammate harder. Where some people are going to be like, well, you shouldn't bait your teammate. I understand they want to keep like the advantage, but they don't know where JBOEN is, right? But I also understand what he's doing. Like, it looks like mid to be, so he's playing aggressive with them, right? Yeah, I mean, it's fine, I guess. Teammate gets owned, that's another save. Like, some of these rounds are just unlucky. Like, they're just losing B bomb site. Good shot. Good crosshair placement. Oh, he's trying to save his gun. He shouldn't die. Doesn't really matter if he dies after time. Good spray. Alright, he has the op, finally, right? What does he do with the op? So far, this game hasn't really, like, it just hasn't gone his way because they're just not coming to his site, right? And when they do, like, he's had opportunities with the gambit trade, right? Or where he could have gambit traded on the long player, right, to 9s. He's kind of setting them up, but he doesn't want to 9s to die for no reason. They want to, like, try and keep man advantage by playing together, which makes sense. It looks like they're calling for a short boost early, right, once he has the op. Back off, yeah, good call. He's gonna peek and get re-aggressive, sees the molly backs off, they double molly, unlucky. Gets flashed, flash up to set up his teammate doesn't peek, he's just waiting on the corner still. He's gonna go help his long player. His long player's gonna get stuck in. Holding long. Process gets a kill, still holding long. His long player's gonna get aggressive, he falls back. Sees his long player dies, gonna go repeak. I think that's fine. Process die. Like, they're just so overactive, like his team. His team is very overactive. He's not really able to get into these rounds as the op, right? Because he's playing, like, so far right now, he's playing a bit more of a supportive style op, right? Like, he's not calling for a lot of shots. The only thing that he's called for, I mean, he hasn't had the op, right, in some of these rounds. So some of these rounds, like, he's kind of dependent on his team to not throw the round, right? Like, so he can get more active. Maybe the coach is calling for them to, like, enable JBOEN more, which I think is good if they are. Because I think they should enable him. I think he is their best player, right? Looks like they're setting him up for a pick. He even bought HE, didn't full buy down. Saw the jump spot, good kill. Right, Jiggles holding top mid now. Should be aware of the lower guys in a second. Okay. Good reaction time, right? Faster than Avian. I don't... Was Avian even ready for the fight? Hold on. Checking. Peaks at roughly the right time. Just got zoned. Right? No, crosshair was off. Right? So he has the hero weapon in this round, and he basically has to be able to carry, right? It's Process and him, and he gets 2 openers and essentially sets up the round. Gets smoked off. Watching long. Probably should have averted his eyes. He's playing aggressive in front of the molly. Knows he fell off and backed off cat. He's playing aggressive. doesn't get blind. Who throws that flash? I'm assuming Dragon throws the flash. Or not, Dragon Sajofa. Who throws the flash? Oh no, it's Kindo. Oh, he tries to flash for the long player. Okay. Yeah, but he wins that round single-handedly, right? Like, by getting the opener, getting the seconds. And he used the hero off well to get him involved in the round. They were trying to set him up again middle. They knew Brutz was there. They heard the offering off. He's going to get aggressive. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this position. Unless you have another guy here, but you don't. He's kind of taking the initiative by himself. I'm glad he's taking the initiative. Kind of blocked the smoke on that one. Actually, not too bad. He has information now. I wouldn't re-peek into this. This is a little aggressive. Again, you expect the AWPer to be off the line. This is fine. You expect the AWPer to be off the line at roughly 130. Because why the fuck are they still holding the line at 130 with the AWP right middle? Doesn't make sense. He's holding middle by himself. He needs to be very careful. I know he trusts his flick ability, but it's very risky what he's doing. Did he tag Dragon? Or was Dragon already tagged? Dragon was already tagged. Alright, doesn't matter. That's not an easy shot. You only see basically the tip of his head. Yeah, that's the problem I have. I don't think... This is kind of... It seems like it's a bit of a rookie mistake, what he's doing. So, like, an AWPer like Monacy would just play this line. They're just holding this line. They're not getting more aggressive. But he gets more aggressive and more curious, right? As soon as you take this peek, you should back off, right? Because now there's two angles open. You can get swung low, and he gets swung low, and Brent Monster is ready for it, right? Flash didn't even really blind him, but it's a little over-aggressive. I'm assuming they're going to re-peek and the window die. This is such a... Oh, go up cat, and they win. It's a little bit of a rookie mistake, just by playing a little over-aggressive. Playing, like... I understand why, though, because he probably feels like, well, the way we've been having... Or the way I've been having impact in his game is by playing more aggressive and trying to get more active. So that's probably his logic. It just sadly doesn't work. Like, you're going to be punished because at a certain point it gets desperate, right? Teams become aware that you're playing more desperately. And you will make mistakes. Right? This is very risky. He's playing completely by himself. I understand he has Donnie here. Looks like he missed. He's aware of the lower players. Right, he's getting aggressive. I don't mind this angle. This is fine. He has Donnie here, right? He's holding the line. Guy swings a little bit past his crosshair. He's just not... Doesn't make the adjustment, right? Because he's not double zoomed. Which is fine to not double zoom there. He's gonna play... Yeah, see, like, he's trying really desperately to, like, get into the game, it feels like. Molly is decent. AT to break. He's gonna get the shot. I mean, that was a decent move, right? Like, repositioning before. He's going to try and go help out his B players where the door lurk. But the round's over. He's going to look window, or is he going to die from window? Nope. Get shot in the back. Yeah, I don't blame him, though. I'm not going to... A lot of this game is kind of just coming down to, like, he feels like he needs to do something. I know I'm glazing. I'm defending a little too hard right now, but... I feel like I kind of have to when you see a game like this where it's just like you kind of are outclassed. I don't think they're necessarily doing like that much. Like they're not really that crazy. It just seems like their ideas for X10, right? X010. It doesn't seem like they're doing any crazy ideas. Looks like they're aware. Yeah, they're aware, and Brute Monster just like punishes, right? You kind of have to get desperate at a certain point. But it's fine. Maybe on T side they're able to do something more. Maybe he's able to get more involved. It looks like he is based off the kill feed. He's holding the line. Guys, one shot. They should run at him. Run. Movement is fine. Shouldn't have dropped. Nah, I don't agree with the drop. If you're trying to finish off the kill, I understand. You think like Glock has really good running accuracy, but I don't think you should drop there. I understand why you have to, like, if I'm being really critical, right? If I'm being really critical, don't hit the ledge here and just jump straight down if you're going to do that. Because what he did is he hit the ledge and then he dropped, like he drops later, right? He hits the ledge and then he drops later. But if he did it in one swift motion, he would have made it down here and he would have hit the ground and he would have killed this guy. But the problem is he's mid-air for too long because he hits the ledge, right? Like, when does he decide to jump, right? Like, it's a curious thing. I'm focusing a lot on this, and when it's not really that, it's not that deep, right? It's a little deep. He jumps too early. No, he doesn't even jump too early. He just jumps. He just strafes too long. That's indecisive. I don't know. That shows like some level of indecisive play. I don't think it's bad necessarily. It's like a small detail. It's like a tiny detail that matters, right? They go for a force buy. They're force buying up. It's a small detail that matters, but that small detail did cost him the kill and did cost him long control because of it. Because Brett Monster is now like unimpeded. He has no reason to move. Because he just got the kill. He can just bait for longer, right? And they're forced into a crossfire setup that's not ideal. Because they have no util. Oh, they actually let him buy a hero gun. Okay. What does he do with the hero gun? Okay, they're forcing him to jump spot. I don't like this already. Maybe they're playing for a certain timer. I don't know what timer they want to go on. Wait out, util. Still jump spotting, still spotting. His teammates walking on mid, die. They know they force spot up because they have a Galil. He doesn't have head armor. I should probably mention it. They walk long, or walk out middle. Sorry, there's just not much. Oh, yeah, it's very slow this early round. He's holding the cross. Smoke now. They flash. The other team. They have 2 smokes. Molly and a flash. Okay, they break once. Sorry, there's not a number for JBOEN because it's 8. I don't have a number for the 8th player. Or a hotkey for the 8th player. Okay, he's holding Gandalf. He's convinced he's Gandalf because they heard spamming, so they probably know he didn't walk back. He's got it clear? He does clear. Good job. They heard the flash as well. He turns. He's playing more aggressive. I don't mind this. You can get spammed. Is he gonna jump up on the thing? Good kill. Little aggressive to go for the jump up and continue. In my opinion, could just talked. Right? Like once he. Like again, he does overheat a bit. Like right here. But once he gets that kill, he can just stop. Right? I don't have my finger on spacebar or to pause. Right? But as soon as he gets that kill, you just talk in the smoke. Because now there's a chance you can lose. But him getting the double kill, right? Him taking the initiative. Wow, they actually fucking lose because of that. Wow, that really sucks, bro. Actually, he got the opener, he got the trade, and then he just overheats, and it actually loses them in the round. Yeah, it's a little too aggressive, right? I understand why, though. I keep saying I understand why. It's just because, like, everything's been going bad for them this game, so he feels like he needs to, like, overplay. He feels like he needs to actually get more than just one, because one isn't enough. It's almost like a Liege complexity or phase syndrome he had, right? Where a Liege just doesn't get 1 kill, or doesn't get, like, he's not fine with getting a multi-kill, or getting 2 kills. He feels like he needs to get, like, 3 kills to win the round and make sure it's over, right? Because he knows the rounds are losable. Like, when Elite was in Complexity 2024, that's what he did all the time. Whereas where he knows the round should theoretically be over, but he knows it's not enough for his team because his team will throw somehow. So he'll overplay, and it will cost him rounds, right? So it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. But this round looks like he has more impact again. He has head armor this time. Are they going B-pop? Looks like they're just having Donnie hold middle. Looks like they're going to call for a boost. He's calling for a boost. I like this. He's going to stay on the line for a bit. He's looking for the AWPer. He's aware. He's aware there's a guy there. I mean, I don't know how the fuck he didn't get the headshot. Ends up getting the kill regardless. He's aware of the AWPer, right? Because they see the smoke, right? That shot should have hit. Good jiggle, though. Good on the kill, though. That's not an easy shot, right? You're playing on, like, a pixel. Still holding. Get the trade. You need to play aggressive. Nice job. Good movement. Very good movement to step back and, like, not, like, swing into him just blindly, right? Like, he instantly realizes, right? He's holding the line. Backs up, takes a wider angle. I think that's good. Smoke the door, going for spam. Grab the bomb, right? It's a little aggressive, but you have to get the bomb. Nice by Widow. And they get the bomb site. Alright, nice. So him getting the kill on Brutz, like being aware of Brutz, and then aware of the AWPer, and then getting the kill on him running back is good, right? Even though he probably should have had it on the first 3 bullets, he gets it on the, he gets it when he's running back, right? Good shots. And then the trade is good, right? Taking the wider angle, showing some level of caution, right? Like, taking the wider angle, like, understanding he doesn't have to run him down, right? Which is good. Looks like he's just going middle. He's playing with a rifle in a majority of these rounds, partially because they haven't had enough money, or they haven't picked up the AWP, right? Flash. They know the AWPer is still around. They molly lower, they molly cats. Good molly. Like, they tripled molly because they know they were going to play aggressive. He picks up the AWP. Probably going to go long here, right? I found. Go long. Yeah. Watching long doors. Escorting his teammate. Don't give up the gun. Okay, good. Don't overpeak. No, go play pit. Why? Go play pit. Does he die from pit? I don't even think he dies from pit. No, he has 37 HP. Brother. Go play pit. That's not good. It's not awful though. He did a decent job within the round, right? With the molly, right? Good awareness and then getting the trade. It's not too bad. But you did give them an AWP, so you need to be worried now. Looked like he had good awareness of this player, right? Because his teammate doesn't clear it at all. Right? He was on the line, then he comes. I mean, no, he's just very fast. He just flicks to the gun. It's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. He's holding B, searching B. Probably knows where knows the AWP is not on B. Teammates get kills. He's very aware of the long walkout, right? Checks lower, or checks suicide, right? Sees nothing. Checking top left mid. He's aware. Oh, you got insane timing, but it's fine. He gets a kill in the end. He was aware of him being top mid, or somewhere near top mid. Flashing out long, they're popping long. Holding top mid. Doesn't have bomb, which is good. I don't think the AWPer should be carrying the bomb, in my opinion. Or if they are carrying the bomb, they shouldn't be carrying it for very long, throwing supporting flashes. I'm curious, are these guys blind? Like, how blind are they? Like, how good are the flashes, right? Good smoke by Brutz. I mean, blind enough to help with the fight, right? So there's a guy on long. Good awareness. He's gonna be aware of the second guy, or no? This is a little aggressive. You're overheating. You're overheating. You're overheating. You're overheating. You're overheating. Like, he wins it because he's mechanically so good, right? Like, he's very good mechanically, JBOEN. I was gonna say Joe Biden. That meme needs to die. But JBOEN is very good mechanically, right? He has the reaction time, the flick speed, right? The flick accuracy as well, I think it's something to mention. But the problem that he also has is that he just fucking overheats, right? Like, and I understand, the game's already lost. Like, you think the game's over, right? But it's not completely over. Don't give them a chance within this round. I understand he feels desperate. He feels like he needs to do more. But the round's over. Yeah, the round's over. You have the site. You have 5 people alive. Just hold along. Don't overpeak. Don't go for the exits. It doesn't matter. You have the AWP. It's the most important gun in the game. Do not give it over. Do not give a chance within the round. Right? It's not like there's like 10 seconds left. It's like, no, it's like, don't. This is a little too aggressive for my taste, right? It's not bad. It's just, it's too aggressive. Like, you don't need to do that. You don't need to pick. Like, look at him. Look at what he's doing. Like, why? Why? They have 2 M4s. Who cares? Let them have it. You have the AWP. If you give over the AWP, it's not worth it, man. Let your riflers go hunt. Like, That's a little bit like that's frag hunting a bit too much. Is he gonna go for the long pick? He has good spawn. So far, he's been playing like a little passive, right? They've let him go for picks, but he hasn't been set up to go for a lot of picks on T side. Seems like he's more like holding the line, trading, playing like fine, right? Still holding the line. Do they lose to a full eco? Good reaction. No, no, brother, you're by yourself, brother. No, 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 no. That's the end of the game. They lose to a fucking eco. They lose to an eco. I know they do, and they're full clearing. They're so worried. They have ace in now. That's kind of on him. That's that's kind of on him. That's on him. Brother, just wait for your teammates. You have full util. You can break this. You can molly car. You can molly long. You could smoke long. You have full util belt. Like, just use it. Just I understand. It's like, but if you lose to an eco or die there, you lose the round, and that's what he did. He died. Smoke door, molly car, break smoke, do something like spam the fucking car even, right? Just oh, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Did his teammate see two people as well? If his teammate saw two people, then it's even worse. But that's a demo review. I think again, I think I saw a lot of good things from JBOEN. Like I think for the most part, he understands like when to play aggressive and when not to. When not to, he overheats a bit. You see mechanically he's great, right? In terms of the reaction, like flicking speed, how fast he can like. His flicking speed is super good. His accuracy while flicking is good. He's able to play the stable lines, right, and play a more passive, supportive style of op. He's got a good rifle, solid rifle, right? He's good on pistols. I think you saw some of that, right? He actually does have a fairly decent pistol. I don't think it's his best attribute. Like even if I go to the stats, right, for JBOEN, I don't think his pistols are necessarily world shattering, but 1.26 is like very good, very respectable, right? Especially for a young player. It's not like Klim on MIBR, right? Like if you want to go to a player who has really insane pistol stats, it's probably Klim. Klim has disgusting pistol stats for 2026. This is basically JBOEN's competition, right? 1.43. Like those are disgusting pistol stats, and they're on both sides. Like he has disgusting pistol stats across the board. Deagle doesn't matter. Deagle P250 doesn't matter. USP Glock, dualies. He has great pistol stats across the board. So comparing him to that, like I do think Klim is a better player than JBOEN. But I think JBOEN is a very exciting prospect. He's also an official god, right? It seems like when it comes to his officials, like he rarely has bad games, right? I'll even highlight it quickly. Like this was his last bad game, was against Gen 1. But see, good. Kanoa, he had a 2.30 here. Maybe I should have checked this out, but I've just never heard of Kanoa. Like, or Kanoa even, like, I don't recognize any of these players. Right? Across the board, he's always in the green, always having impact, right? A little struggle some period here. I think this was his first LAN. This is why. This was his first LAN. Even then, he did okay. He beat Slime, I think. What am I doing? Hold on. Cancel. But yeah, for the most part, he's had a very good 2026. I think he's an exciting prospect. I think he's going to be a good addition to FaZe, right? I've already said it, but I think JBOEN is a better. I'm more optimistic about the JBOEN move than Wrinkle to G2 because G2 already has a lot of problems. I think adding an aggressive AWPer there who already struggles with discipline to replace Sampios, who was maybe too passive, too not involved, but he had to because of the pieces he has on the roster. I also still think Hunter's a problem. Should have signed Kixon. They weren't in the. Sounds like Kixon's going to Aurora, which doesn't make much sense. Why wouldn't you try for it? But yeah, that's JBOEN demo review. Let me know. I'm probably going to edit this because this is an hour and 40 minutes of recording. I watched the entire series, so I'll probably pick out the best parts I like, parts I'm a little critical about, right? And the whatever rounds we're going to ignore. So let me know what you guys think. If you want me to do more of these, and if not, that's fine too. Let me know. I need I want to do stuff like this because I like it, but I know some people are not interested in it, and that's fine.